Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And Pittsburgh will take the field now with a 7-5 record coming off the win over the Giants. Big Ben Roethlisberger, you see him there, 289 in that game, 2 touchdowns and an interception.
Well, weather's turning cold, isn't it? What does that usually mean? Big Ben,
he comes to play.
Yeah, 3 straight wins now for Pittsburgh after a 4-game losing streak. I do believe they're tied for first place in their division now. And people are starting to fear the Steelers yet again, mainly because of Big Ben.
I like what you said, though. Weather gets colder, Big Ben heats up. Got a man open. It's Darius Hayward-Bay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Brought in by Coates. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Sammy Coates, 49 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is RG3. But the connection made to Terrell Pryor. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception in the first. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. 2nd and 10 now. Griffin. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Griffin. Well, this is brought in by Pryor. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Flag comes in here for pass interference, but not on the defense, Charles. This is on the offense.
Occasionally, these officials will look out and watch and see that the offensive player can make a mistake.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So here's 3rd and 20, and with a long yardage, defense going with a nickel look. And this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And the quarterback won't take the snap here. This is the Wildcat look. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now, Green, he's coming off his best game as a Steeler, actually best game ever, really. 6 catches, 110 yards, and a touchdown in Week 13.
And they need that help at the position because they had a guy who played there for a long time who was an all-star at being able to get downfield as well as block on the line of scrimmage. And Ladarius Green is filling in nicely the back half of this season.
And for Le'Veon Bell, 118 yards last week. Also 6 catches, 64 yards, but that's what Le'Veon Bell does.
And what were the Giants ranked against the run on defense?
Number 5.
So Le'Veon Bell just doesn't care right now, which also means that he's getting a lot of help from his offensive line. And they have the confidence that they give him any type of room, he's going to take full advantage of it, and he does. And right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers offense is really coming into focus.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down, or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Surveying the field. His throw caught at about the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 37 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, little 360. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection or if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter is starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
22 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Cleveland first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. It's a gain of 17 that time, and it'll give the Browns a first down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those zones.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.